Unbeknownst to most of Europe and America, Tactics Ogre is one of the few RPG series that stole success in Japan. This repeated success led Square Enix's developers to import the game to new continents and adapt it to one of the current consoles, the PlayStation Portable. Named Tactics Ogre, Let Us Clank Together, this medieval-themed RPG is nothing more than a remake of the original title, which was first released for the Super Nintendo in 1995 and readapted for the first PlayStation in 1998. If you've played through Final Fantasy Tactics, then you'll certainly adore Tactics Ogre. Set in the geopolitical world of Zytogenia, Tactics Ogre introduces the player to the story of Denim Pavel, whose parents were assassinated in front of him and his sister Katya by the Dark Knights of Lotus. This story quickly becomes more complex and interesting as three main factions rise in power and fight each other for the rule of Valeria.
Behold, the Valerian Isles, jewels of the Iberos Sea. Long a center of naval commerce, the people here have struggled throughout history for dominion over these shores. Finally, there rose a man to put an end to this conflict. His name, Dogalawa Oberith, but history would know him as the Dynast King.
The entire adventure alternates between stories of vengeance, murder, and treachery behind a very sinister atmosphere. An atmosphere that is contrasted by colorful old-school sprites, which might put off certain gaming demographics. The sprite figures are accompanied with flawless character artworks. Drawn by game artist Yoshida Akihiko, the detailed portraits reflect the personality of the characters and capture the essence of the Tactics Ogre universe. While the sprites and cutscenes may be visually deceiving, the animations from spell effects and weapon skills have been remade from the ground up. On top of that, players can zoom in and out during a battle and look at the battlefield from face up. Tactics Ogre's intricate storyline is also embellished by a variety of breathtaking soundtracks. Soundtracks which have been completely reworked by composers Iwata and Sakimoto. While the previous soundtracks seem limited to the systems they were heard on, the remade score is fantastic. It evokes the spirit that was once missing. For quite a while already, most games have been viewed as cliché as they all feature the same single protagonist that rose from nothing to become the hero of the fairy tale. However, Tactics Ogre abandons this old convention. Its overlying themes are powerful and heartbreaking, and the dialogue of the game is vivid and rich with vocabulary. Depending on Denam's perspective on war, certain allies will become enemies, while a few enemies become allies. Furthermore, new characters which were not part of the original version of this game join in the adventure to add insights. Along with a refined storyline and a great addition of new characters, Square Enix's game features a unique system called the Chariot Tarot. The latter gives you the ability to rewind and go back up to 50 turns to correct poor choices made in battle in order to prevent undesirable outcomes. While the Chariot Tarot may be helpful to some extent, the difficulty of the game remains harshly titanic. Thankfully, the developers have made it easier for the player base to play the actual game by making so that all classes are available to both genders, giving players the possibility to build a more balanced and effective team composition. In this way, the difficulty curve becomes slightly more manageable. Another feature which shines in Tactics Ogre is, of course, the world system. The world system grants you the power of going back in time to change certain key decisions by warping to various anchor points. By utilizing this system, the player is able to explore the 3 different story alignments, which are Law, Neutral, and Chaos. Additionally, you can look back at previous story chapters and see how far you've progressed into the game. Essentially, the world system is a feature that gives the player the opportunity to discover the entirety of the game, making the game itself more enjoyable in terms of replayability. While the game proves itself to be extremely time and energy consuming, the character customization is incredible. Players can use a wide array of unit types: dragons, humans, undead, fairies, griffins, and of course, ogres. Furthermore, the list of human classes is very diverse. Some of these human classes are admittedly overpowered, such as the archer and the ninja. That is, if they are equipped with the right skills and weapons. Additionally, there is a new crafting system that allows the player to create high-quality items and equipment which may or may not grant a special effect to its bearer. Unfortunately, this feature of the game suffers from a poorly designed interface and demands a lot of tedious grinding. In short, Tactics Ogre, Let Us Cling Together, the Game of Thrones of video games, is one of the finest isometric SRPGs that you'll find on the market. The game has it all: challenging battles, an immense cast of characters, a deep storyline, and moving soundtracks, you name it. And that is why this game gets my personal score of 9 on 10. Thank you for watching this review, and make sure to subscribe to stay tuned for more upcoming reviews.